Hello, this is Kevin from Crypto MY. In today's episode, let's talk a little bit about what happens to cryptocurrency this weekend. As you can see here, Bitcoin is doing a very good recovery. A slightly good recovery towards upwards, because usually on the Sunday, especially on the Sunday, you will see a red candlestick appears. But today it's opposite, it's green candlestick. I would say that so far Bitcoin is still doing a very good recovery, a slightly good recovery today, because as I stated in my previous video, the Bitcoin will do a consolidation around this area until you have a confirmation whether to go up or to go down. So right now, I think the Bitcoin is still doing alright, because the Bitcoin is still consolidating around this area. And if we look at weekly chart, yes, weekly chart, the Bitcoin is not doing alright, because this is showing a very bearish candlestick, whereby when you form something like that, you will go down. But nonetheless, this candlestick right now is still not yet break below this 33,000 area. So I think it's still doing alright. But if you want to have a very good what they call the bullish signal, which is a very strong recovery, hopefully later in the evening, the Bitcoin at least hike above the 38,000 mark, so that it will have a stronger bullish signal to show that the market, that this Bitcoin will still have a strong possibility of recovery towards the 40,000 area. If let's say the Bitcoin managed to break above this 40,500 area later in the evening, or maybe next week, or maybe next 2 weeks, or maybe a following week, we will see that the Bitcoin will have a very strong recovery towards the 50,000 area. But so far, I think that the Bitcoin will have the possibility to go above, and we just need to wait for the moving average to come below. The reason why is because if you can see the RSI is showing what they call the bullish divergence, because as you can see here, the candlestick of the Bitcoin versus US dollar is moving downwards, but the RSI is slowly moving upwards. So it's a very good signal, or very good bullish signal. It indicates that the Bitcoin's buyer's momentum is coming back. If let's say the Bitcoin RSI moves towards the 50 level, or more above the 50 level, you will see that the bull market will start to take over. And right now, it's slowly the bull market is taking over already, as you can see here, as the bear market is already starting to get exhausted, which is a good thing, because as long as the RSI keep on moving upwards, don't care whether the candlestick is moving sideways or not, because as long as the RSI is slowly moving towards upwards, you will see a very strong bullish divergence, which is you will see a very strong recovery on Bitcoin soon. And not just that, I want to point a little bit on the Cardano versus US dollar, because Cardano US dollar surprisingly today is doing very good. As you can see here, the Cardano versus US dollar has been failing to break above this $1.80, and right now it even, yesterday it even dropped below this $1.30. So right now, today the candlestick is surprisingly good. It recovers 20% just within a few hours, rising all the way up to this $1.63. Okay, so let's say if the candlestick managed to close above this $1.80, then you would see a very strong bullish signal all the way up to $2.30. But if you ask me whether it's gonna happen today, I would say not. But hopefully, what I can hope for is, if the Cardano managed to just stay above this area, $1.60, it will be good enough, because next week, if you can see here, if it managed to close above, then you will see a very strong bullish Harami pattern. Bullish Harami pattern usually is what they call the bullish reversal signal, that it will have a recovery towards upwards. And if it does have a form of bullish Harami, then you will see the day one chart tomorrow, or maybe in coming weeks or coming days, the market will try again to break above this $1.80. And like I said, if it does, then it will probably rise up all the way to $2.30 or maybe in higher. Okay, really depending on which type of trader you are and which type of investor you are, because as I know in my Telegram group, there are a lot of people asking which type of investment or which type of coins they should invest. Because as I know, it's really depending on the investor preference, what coin they want to buy and what type of investor they are. Because there are a few types of investors. Some investors, they like to invest on long-term project, or they want to invest on the coins that have project behind. And some of the investors like to invest some coins that have more influence and gain more exposure, because as long as they have influence to the coin, and the influence can influence the coin to gain more exposure, the coin will have a better value in future. As an example, like Dogecoin, they are influenced by Elon Musk, because whenever Elon Musk tweet, the Dogecoin value will surge further up. But as you can see here, if you look at the Dogecoin versus US dollar right now, the Dogecoin versus US dollar has been stagnant quite a lot lately at this 30-cent mark. And this is a very strong support level. So that's why it forms what we call the symmetrical triangle. And right now, what we need to do is, let's say if the market managed to break above this symmetrical triangle, which is, I would say, if it break above this 35-cent mark, most probably it could reach this 50-cent mark in coming weeks or coming days. So this is on the daily chart right now. And as you can see here, as long as the Dogecoin never break below this 30-cent mark and never close below, then it will be safe for the investor to invest. So if you ask me whether is it good time to invest, I would say yes, because this is one of the lowest support right now in Dogecoin. Because if it goes up, it could go up all the way to 50-cent mark. But bear in mind, if it does break below and does close below, then you will see a very strong decline all the way down to a possibility of 0.03. But I mean, it does have a possibility, but it won't happen, because I believe that the Dogecoin is far more valuable than from what it is right now. So I think the lowest it can go should be around this 25 cents, and we need to monitor from time to time. And the last but not least, if you want to invest on meme coin, I would recommend you to look at the Shiba Inu, because the Shiba Inu has been quite stagnant for quite some time. The same goes with Dogecoin. As you can see here, this is one of the very strong support area, which is the 0.764. So right now the market has been quite stagnant around this support area. It doesn't break below, it doesn't break above this 0.1176 area. So right now I think the market will do the consolidation up and down this area until you have a confirmation whether to go up or go down. But if you ask me when we'll have a very big movement, I would say as long as the Shiba Inu launch the Shiba Swap soon, I think the Shiba Inu will have a better chance to do a very strong recovery towards upwards. But bear in mind, the 0.1176 is one of the strong resistance zone, which is around this area. So in order to break it, in order to go up to this 0.1842, it must break above this 0.1176 first before it surges further up. So this is the very crucial point for the Shiba Inu market. But in long run, I think the Shiba Inu will have a very strong recovery. But this one is really depends on the Shiba Inu roadmap and also the project they are coming in. But I think the so far the Shiba Inu is doing alright. It's not going below this 0.764, which is a good thing. So I think as long as the it stays around this area, the Shiba Inu will have the possibility to recover soon. But even though it's recovered, like I said, it will just floats around that area, reach this area first until the Shiba Swap is released. Okay, so really depending on which type of coins that you want to invest, there are like high exposure coin, there are good project coins, really depending. So I think my last advice is remember to do your own research before investing in any coins, because I think most of the coins outside actually have a very high potential to grow, such as the Matic, the Polygon, the Ethereum, the Bitcoin Cash, the XRP, Kishu Inu, and other coins you can find in the coin market cap. So it's really depending on whether you believe in the coin in long run or short term, or you don't believe it at all. If you don't believe it at all, then what for you want to invest, right? So I think that's all for today's episode. And if you like my episode today, remember to click like, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys soon, and bye bye.